It's just past 7 a.m. and yeah, gotta go do a corona test. I'm not used to waking up this early. This might sound crazy when I have a kid, but my daughter, she luckily doesn't wake up usually before 8 a.m. So this is early for me. But nice morning. It's really nice. Yeah, that went as you might imagine. Cotton swab in your throat and gag reflex. Yeah. 25-minute bike ride for a 5-second test. Today is Wednesday morning. And yeah, I got a nice long bike ride for Rumble Sports to do a private session. It's only 7 degrees today, so that should wake me up. Just finished wrestling practice for today. Oh, that was an intense training. Hope I'm not shaking the camera too much. But yeah, it was a bit weird coming into the training. Right when I got off the train, I got a message from my manager that my opponent is injured and out of the fight. So I'm still feeling very motivated for fighting. Actually, I didn't feel, in the instant I read the message, I didn't feel like, giving up and just ordering a pizza and stuff like that. So, and I still don't have that feeling. I was a bit tired today, so halfway through the practice, I was like, okay, well, maybe just stop, having an off day, whatever. But I persevered, and I'm happy I feel that way, because hopefully UFC will find a new opponent, and me feeling that way for me means a lot, because that means I'm like truly ready for the fight and not in the back of my head hoping it gets cancelled for some reason. Sometimes I've tried that a couple of times for fights. You kind of have that feeling. Maybe it's because there's been a lot of pressure through the fight camp, or I don't know, things have just not been running good. Then sometimes, at least for me, probably a lot of other fighters feel the same way. Then before a fight, you can actually feel like, kind of like, oh, I hope it for some reason gets cancelled, because I'm feeling fatigued and pressured right now. So, back to the point, I'm happy I didn't feel that way, because that means I'm very, very ready for the fight. Both physically, I can tell that from how it goes in training, but also mentally as well. Like I'm in the right place, the place I need to be to go in and perform good. What's up? Just finished packing all my stuff and headed to bed now. It's been quite an interesting week with the late switch of opponent and having to deal with all of that stuff and finalizing the fight camp. Getting all that last training done, and yeah, just making sure everything is in order before I leave for a week. it's only a week, but it feels like a long time when you have a wife and a daughter you're really gonna miss. Time is gonna fly when I head off. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do, so it's probably not gonna feel as long to me as it's gonna feel like for them. But I'm gonna miss them for sure. That was probably the most difficult part of today, is putting my daughter to sleep and trying to talk with her about me leaving. She's only 2 years old. She doesn't quite understand, but I try to talk to her about it anyway. Yeah, it's weird and great to be sitting here, finally being able to fly out for my next fight. It's these fight camps always feel a bit long while you're in the middle of them. Then when you reach the end, you always feel like it went by so fast. I guess it's like that in many aspects of life. But yeah, it's interesting sitting here with the thought in the back of my head that this could be my last UFC fight. I'm not leaving presuming that, but if, and it's MMA, anything can happen. If it doesn't go my way, I'm on a 2-fight losing streak. Relatively new signed to, well, I am newly signed to UFC. It's only been a bit over a year since my first fight back this time around. So yeah, it's been all about recognizing that, but not letting that be the dominant emotion or feeling. I'm trying to let it fill just enough so it gives me motivation to go in and perform, and not so much that it kind of overwhelms everything and I'm going in fighting scared to lose. Because the best fights you fight are the ones you fight to win, and not the ones you fight to lose. So yeah, it's nice to finally be here, but also daunting in a way. I'm hoping with my continued UFC career to make enough money to hopefully buy a place for me and my family, set myself up for the next chapters of life in a good way, so I don't have to be making too many compromises. But also I feel I have more stuff to do in this sport than I've been able to show so far. So now it's up to me to go out and show it, to go out and do what I do best, fight. Nej, det er fint ellers. C37, yeah, that's this way. Tak. Finally arrived in Vegas. This last flight was, I think, 4 hours long, and I was so tired. I feel like I semi-slept the whole way. Local time is 10 p.m. So hopefully I'm still tired enough when we get to the hotel that I'm able to fall asleep again. Quite the journey. Reminds me of my first fight for UFC. I flew all the way to Brazil. Kind of similar trip this one. Although back then that was like my first trip across the Atlantic. And I must say the novelty of traveling and flying quickly wore off.
Must wear a mask that covers the nose and mouth. May I have your attention, please? As directed by the Governor of Nevada, face coverings are mandatory in this airport.
Hello, I'm Nicholas.
I'm Randy. And this is our party, right? Yeah.
This is our crew, yeah.
Well, we head down to the other end.
Perfect.
You guys got some air miles in today.
We sure did. We sure did. Hello. Sorry? Well, we got a wristband. Yeah, we just arrived. We're in 326. Yeah.
Whew, time to go to bed. Yeah, it's 11:20 p.m. and I am absolutely exhausted. But it's kind of perfect to go to bed at this time. That means we get into that new daily rhythm. Yeah, I can't even speak anymore. That's gonna mean we're probably gonna pop right into that daily rhythm of Vegas time. Going to bed now, and then tomorrow morning is a COVID testing between 7 and 8. So perfect to catch 8 hours of sleep, and then get that test and take the next step towards the fight on Saturday. Time to go and get corona testing done. And we will get same day results because we were there before 8. So yeah, should be good. Hey, that way for testing?
Go for it.
Good to see you.
How are you, man? Nice
I'm
seeing
good.
you. It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Please. How are you guys? All right. Let me get everything started right now for you guys. All right. Just so you guys know, I know you guys came in late last night.
Yeah.
Typically, you gotta quarantine for an entire day. However, because we have Contender Series fights right now, we have a 10-minute or a 1-hour window where if you guys test, by you guys testing right now, we'll get results by 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay?
Perfect.
So you guys will only have to quarantine until 2 p.m. Come see me. I'll have results by then. I'll have your credentials by then. And you guys will be good to move around.
Yeah.
All right? You're good. If I can have you fill out what's highlighted in yellow, starting with your last name, please.
Yes.
All right, next, last name.
Testing done. I wasn't allowed to record the testing, which is fine. Some places you can't do that. Nice to get it done. We're gonna get an answer instead of later today at 2 p.m. It's 7:45 p.m. That means we only have to quarantine for basically a third of a day instead of a full day or 2 days.